Hi all, I'm Daswell from Roving Gaming, and this is part 2 of Hard Mode Made Easy on Banished. So when we finished the part 1, we set up a small little forest village over here. We've got our Forester's Lodge, wood supply, gatherers and hunters. We've also expanded down, got ourselves a fishing dock, as well as blacksmith, tailor and a teacher. So I just want to, before we get any further, move this builder and put him back on blacksmith just for now. So in this part, what we're going to do is create another forest village over here, get us some herbs just to increase or at least maintain our medical or our health, our population health, and then one or two more things before we can actually call this completely self-sufficient and then start expanding off in our own individual different kinds of ways. The second part of the strategy, it's a bit time consuming and almost grindy. You spend a lot of time waiting for laborers for the students to graduate and become laborers, so that you've got people to actually do what you need them to do, and also because of that, waiting for resources to build. So a lot of this video, I'm gonna speed through it, at least while we're waiting. It's better than just sitting there and spending hours on end watching gatherers do what they need to do. But first before we do any more, let's just pin this open again so that we can see where our area ends over here. Second village, pretty much the same as this one, with one small exception. So we do want to come and put ourselves another Forester's Lodge, and I think here we're going to lose quite a bit of space because of the mountain, so I don't want to make it too far out of the way. But exactly like with the first village, we're going to pin it open just so we can see where we're building and put in our crossroads. Coming all the way out. I think because of that mountain on the left there, we're not going to get all the way out, but we'll go as far as we can. Most of it. That's fine. Well, okay. Not ideal, but it's there anyway. Okay, so we're going to pause you. We want to put in another woodcutter's hut. Make sure we're in the right place. Good. Keep that on pause. We want another hunting cabin. This, because our population is going to increase as we keep going, the food that we have, it'll last for now, but it's not going to last a tremendous amount of time. So I want to keep the food production increasing as we keep our population climbing. Then the difference here is we're not going to put in the gatherer's hut. Instead, this time we're popping down a herbalist, and they go there quite nicely, and then just like last time, our 6 houses. Okay, and we will put all of these on pause as well. Now the problem we have, I'll just let this run in the meantime, we don't have a lot of labor force. We have one labor at the moment, and we have a lot of work that needs to be done. I forgot to put down the storage, so let's put that down quickly. And we will put down... Now they'll start putting this stockpile, they'll start preparing that already, which is perfect, because then we can get some of the resources up here. They don't have to haul as far. And we can see our person going through there already. I'm just checking to make sure nobody's out of labor, etc. Resources are stocking up as they do. As we go along, you'll see at the moment we're low on wood, but I'm going to keep increasing my fuel storage. 200 is a bit tight now. Let's actually get these guys to come and harvest some trees. Speed that up a little bit. Later on when we get to trading, firewood is an excellent trading commodity, so I keep increasing that as best as I can until we're at a comfortable enough level the end goal here is that I want, when we do start trading, crops and or livestock, and they're really expensive, so we need a good supply of funds before then. Okay, have somebody, they're chopping down the wood already. This is going to get used up as it goes, but we need the same amount of wood and stone as we did the first time, so if I remember correctly, that was 264 wood and 108 stone. And just like last time, I'm harvesting the wood from outside of the circles and the stone from inside of the circles. So we will gather that as well. And then yeah, let's just sit here and wait for them to get what we need, and then we can start gathering what we need to for the buildings. Okay, we have more than enough stone that we need, so I am going to cancel the stone. It's cancelled already anyway. I just want to get that wood up a little bit further. While we were fast forwarding through, I connected the two roads and just selected this section here for the trees to be chopped down. I don't know if that's going to be enough, so we'll take a couple more down. Okay, while they finish off those last little ones, I'm going to make sure I have no builders. See, I did get another labourer while we're going, so it did help a little bit. I'm going to unpause these just so that they can gather all the resources and put them down where we need them to. This is over here. Now, when we start building over here, I'm going to start building the houses first. Two reasons for that. One, to keep the, or not keep, but get the population a little closer when they do start working here. But then we can see here, I'm not happy with this. So I want to increase the baby count, just so we can increase, therefore, the student count and keep going. So, that has the resources it needs. We'll put that back on pause, and we will do the same for these as they gather their resources. Okay, there we are. That took a lot longer than I expected it to, but now we're all ready over here. While that was all going on, we did get some more labourers, which is why I did expect it to go a little quicker than it did. But we have 5 labourers now. Now I want to sort of juggle this around a little bit. We needed to increase our food production, as we're going to start expanding our people now. But we also need the builders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap on 2 builders, which leaves me that 1 extra fisherman, the 2 builders, and then now I've got 2 labourers, so I have 1 extra that I'm going to put into the forester's hut, I think. Yes. I'm going to put him in over there. What'll happen when I build this forester's lodge? The number of people that I have, they're going to be split. So some will work in the one down there, some will work in over here. So it's best to have it up. We have a maximum of 4 people now, so obviously this will go to 8 once we open this one. So we need to get people in here as quickly as we can. And it's purely because of that reason that I'm going to start building the houses first. Now it's a catch-22 as well. Building the houses is going to impact our firewood, it's going to impact our food as well, just as with the last one. So it's a lot of juggling. But we're gonna fire it off and just hope for the best, at least for now. What I might do is put 2 houses in and then get the forester's lodge going, just so that we can start filling up this area with what we have. And if there is anybody that's idle, I want them to come and get rid of some of the stone. We're going to need that a little later as well. And again, we've got another 2 labourers, which is fantastic. What am I going to put you on? I think we'll put another gatherer in there. See, the problem is, because everybody lives so far away, they've got to come a long way to do everything that they need to do over here, and that's building, that's hauling, that's everything. These guys over here, they need to travel all the way down to this storage area to come and get their food, so this is not efficient at all, which is one of the reasons why the houses are going up first. Okay, next is the Forester's Lodge, and we will wait for our builders. What I might do is put this on to build as well, because very next thing we do, we're going to need somewhere to store our stuff again, without everyone having to run all the way down to the other side of the map. Okay, what I'm going to slowly do, or not slowly, slowly for me, it'll be a lot quicker for you, is as they build buildings, I'm going to start freeing some of them up and letting them go. Okay, so there I was trying to decide whether I was going to build more houses or start building on these two, but we can see we just got another labourer, so that means there is somebody available that I can then put in as a woodcutter, which will allow me to start increasing exactly like I wanted to do over there. So there we go with that labourer, and then now we can start, let's put another house in, I think, and assign our woodcutter. And what I want to do now, our wood supply is going up, our firewood supply is going down, so this is a good time to increase the limit of our firewood. Okay, and then finally, as I've put the herbalist of the last house on, what I'm going to do is I'll leave one builder, and then the other builder that I have here will can become the herbalist, and then that one builder, while they're here, they can go and pound those roads down and make them into actual roads, and it saves me one anyway. I've just got another labourer, which is perfect. And there we have our herbalist. Still going to take the one builder away, and we now need to start worrying about food again, so let's go up to another forester. Okay, so there they all are working away. Everybody here is happy. I have my house for the two fishermen. Those can wait a little bit longer. Okay. So now, as we saw while we were building this, there's a lot of travelling that people have to do. They've got things in this barn over here, food, and there's usually firewood in some way. Everything they need is all the way down here, and vice versa. The herbs are all the way up here, and they will stay in there, which is none at the moment. There we go, 33 now. They will end up in that storage barn over there. A lot of travelling for them to do. So in order to make that a little better for them, I want to set up in this area. I think it is a good place for a market. So what happens when you set up your market? The labor, they're not traders, what are they? The vendors. They will run around to all the various different places, gather everything, keep it here in the central location. So it's just, in general, a lot less transport for the people to do. And initially I'll just have 4 vendors. So with that in mind, and population expansion and all that sort of thing, I'm going to pause you, and I will put down the 2 houses. My road, I haven't done the road there, so let's just do that. There, like that. Perfect. Okay, and we will start with our 2 houses. Put those both on pause. And we got another labourer, which is fantastic. We don't want a forester. Let's give ourselves another hunter. Okay, so what do we need here? We need 58 logs, we've got that. We need 62 stone, we've got that. And we need 40 iron, we've got all of that. So, let's unpause this. with our one builder. I don't want him to start building on there yet, so we will leave him for now. Go back and be a gatherer. And there's another labourer. That's fine. You can come and be a... what do I want you to be? I'll put you down as a hunter. Food is not where I want it to be. I really do want that to go up a lot, so just popping them in over here as they come out, wherever I can put them, specifically on the food front. And there, our population is doing exactly what I wanted to do, so I'm happy with that. So we'll just wait, let everybody gather the resources that they need to over here, and then start with our market. Okay, and as I put that last little bit down, we got a labourer that I was hoping for so that we can get the builder to go. It's a lot of work for one builder, but as you can see, we're supposed to have 6 of them for this project. I've only got the 1, but that's fine. While our population is as it is, I think we need to be as conservative as we can. I'm not going to put the houses in just yet. My food is still making me nervous. I want that to increase. Don't know if you noticed while they were gathering all of that, I threw in another fisherman. I know he doesn't have a house close down there just yet, but for now we just need to get that food increasing. Okay, and there we have our market. I'm going to get rid of the builder and I'm going to put you in as a vendor. I do need more. I'm planning to start off with 4, but at least for now we can get things on the go a little bit, and we'll see as he gathers, comes into the inventory here. What this does as well, it frees up inventory space or storage space in the 2 storage barns we have, and does make life a lot easier. Okay, while that is all on the go, I do need a little bit more in the way of population. Want to get the house going. Okay, while we're waiting for all of that to build up, let's then start thinking about trading. We want to get our trading post over here. I don't want it too far in the water. There we go. Okay, this is where merchants are going to come. They're going to either take what we have in exchange for what they need, or they're just going to frustrate us because they're going to have stuff that we can't afford. But once we have our trade up a little bit, it'll be great, because then we can start worrying going into agriculture and not having to build a new village every time, just to keep our people fed and keep the firewood going. So we can see we are up over 300 on the firewood front. Time to take that up again to 400. Our wood is still doing fine. As we get more population that we don't keep stealing for other tasks, we'll put them into the foresters, which will increase that wood supply a lot more. So we can see here we've got quite a lot going on in here already. 32% full. That's even better than I expected with only one vendor. So that's good. This road is irritating me a little bit. I don't know if you noticed it, but that's a problem for me. There we go. Okay, what do we need for this now? We need 82 logs, 80 stone, and we've got all of that. So we're good over there to let people start collecting that already. I'm going to throw in another vendor just from that last labourer that came through. And 2 will be fine. I planned on 4, but population is a little tighter than I was hoping for. Nice thing is, you see every now and then we've got enough wood over there, we've got enough, herbs, we've got enough tools, so these guys then help out with the labour as well. We've got our 400 over there. Wood is a little low. I will wait for them to gather everything they need over here, and then I will increase the fuel requirements again. And let's just come in and watch these guys running around gathering everything that they need to. So as I said at the beginning of the video, this whole phase, it's a lot of waiting. You either don't have enough laborers, you don't have enough resources, you're running low on food, which as you can see, going up very, very nicely now. I'm happy with that. Not so much with the quantity of it, but with the amount that has gone up in the time it's gone up. That for me is perfect. These guys just finishing up the last of the iron, and then it'll be time to second someone and put them in as a builder. Might get one of these houses going before I get the trading post going. There we go. Perfect. And as we do that, we get another labourer, which is excellent. We're about due for another house now, so we will get this going. And I might do both at the same time. Coming into another winter again, so we can expect our fuel supply to go down. But I'm going to increase it anyway. Ideally what I like to do is I have the fuel supply over here to be double whatever I'll be holding in the trading post. And that's just so that when I do sell something in the trading post, and they come to restock it, at least they don't take away all my firewood, because I've done that a few times and it takes forever to recover from, and you could very well end up losing some population from that. How is our house doing? He's going along quite nicely. Do we have residents here? Yes, we do. Teacher and a builder. Perfect. We should get another baby soon. And there we go as well, immediately. And we should get another baby. Excellent. Let's come down and start building this trading post. Now once he's done with that builder, I'm going to leave him as a builder for now. There'll be nobody employed in here for the moment, but I will... It's actually a bad idea. I'll leave him there, but I think I'll take one of the foresters away. We need to start stocking this place up. Because at any stage, I think it takes about a year after this has been built for the first trader to come. But when he comes, I want to have what I need. And I'm hoping when the first one that shows up either has some livestock for us or has some crops. They usually bring a whole bunch of other things, different types of food, and like we said in part 1, the variety of the food adds to the happiness. But for now, I don't care as much about happiness as I do about longevity. So he needs to come with some crops. Now, depending on how your game's going, your population could be increasing quicker than mine or differently. I will next, as we go along, top up. We've got 3 fishermen already. Okay, so we're due for another house anyway, but we need the 4th fisherman. And then one of the reasons over here, I put this road out to here, wherever it goes, is this is a nice coastline for fishing huts. Again, to increase that food production take it as high as you can. My population doesn't allow for it at the moment, but that's definitely on the cards. Okay, we have another labourer that has come through, so I think I'll put you down as a builder for now. Get this thing done. Oh, it's almost done anyway. But I want that trader. Right. Trader, I want you to carry stuff. So we've got this. Where is our fuel? It's set to 500, very low. We did expect it to go down because it's winter, but I already want to start bringing in... Where is firewood? There. I'm going to bring in 100 and... Phew, this is risky. Okay, I'm going to bring in 150 of that already, and I just want to have a look at what food I have available. Not a whole lot of fish. Some mushrooms. Okay, what do we have here? For having 3,500 food, we don't have a whole lot of much. Venison seems to be quite high, which is going to, yeah, definitely venison. Okay, I'm going to put 1,000 venison into here as well. I can't remember the prices of it offhand, but it's what we have in bulk. Am I going to risk it? I'm going to put 700 venison in there. As this recuperates again, we'll put some more into there, but for now, yeah, this is going to go down. Obviously we're taking 700 food away, so that is going to go down. I'm just hoping they're producing it quickly enough that it doesn't cripple my economy. I'm going to get my one builder to finish that house over there for me. I'll get everybody to at least start that house over there for me. So now we have our one trader and our one excess fisherman, as far as that house is concerned, so they can shack up together and hopefully give me another baby. On the population front, 11 babies, 7 students, and 27 people. We obviously need more people, but the spread is doing okay for now. And here we've got our 51 firewood, we've got 400 over there, so I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to take you up to 300 firewood. Okay, very next person we get that becomes available is going to become a trader as well. The sooner we get that place stocked up, the better. Wood is doing fine, so I'm going to increase this to 600. And it does help having the two woodcutters. I don't know why it's such a good commodity, but everybody seems to want it. Or at least the people that I'm hoping come along here or come past us. Oh, they're the ones that want the firewood, and it does help because I think one firewood is worth the equivalent to 4 units or coins or whatever you want to call it, and it's abundant. You know, we've got a lot of it, or we can have a lot of it. So that's why I like to have so much of this. I'm going to put 500 in there. Okay, our house is up and we have our trader and our fisherman, so that worked exactly as intended. Now, I'm just going to pause it quickly. We said we want another trader. One trader should be fine. How are we doing? Let's get another fisherman going and another... yeah. No. Yes. Here we go. And a forester. That's good for now. We have no builders. We'll put you on build as well, and here we go. Our students are all starting to graduate. 500. We don't have all of that we need, so I hope they speed up a little bit. I know this is a pretty area to live in with all the trees, but I want those trees to be used for firewood. Okay, food has taken a dive as we expected it to, but that's also why I'm increasing on the fisherman front. And I think while we're still waiting for everything to happen, let's come out this side and start planning anyway for our fishing expansion. So on that little, it's good enough, and put you down. Especially now while we still have our builder. So fishing hut, and we'll go with 2 houses. There we go. And do I want you paused? No. Whoever's available can get started on that so long. And a house over there. I know we only have one builder, but for now I don't care. Okay, we've got a 500 wood, we've got 400 over there, so I'm going to bring out another 200 here. If I do run into a crisis, I can always empty this out so that it ends up back. Why did I do that? Idiot. 700. There we go. So yeah, as you saw there, because I had a brain fart, they empty out of here and then put it back into the normal, into the storage for the population. So if there is an emergency, I can just revert back to that, but hopefully I don't need to. What do I have here? I said I've got 700, so let's be bold and increase you right up to 1400. Just trying to think now. 1400, no. 1600. Now they can just keep making away to their heart's content, and then I don't have to worry too much about this. I'll probably take this up to 800. That should be enough. I say should be enough, it'll be more than enough. Okay, we have our extra house over here, fisherman student, great, everybody's happy. Relatively happy anyway. Builders coming over here, that's excellent, so we can start getting some more fishermen in there. And as far as getting yourself set up is concerned, that is it. Firewood is low because I keep stealing it, and it's autumn, which is not smart. 800, 600, okay. Let's take you back down to 700. They need to build up their... now I've got 800. Never mind. Okay, now they can start building that up. If we run out of firewood, I will obviously offload some from here. But really, that's about it. We'll keep going until we get our first trader at least and see what they've got for us and how we can move on from there. Next order of business from here, keep expanding the population and the food. Saw there as that became ready, so what it's done now, it's taken 2 fishermen, put them in here, 2 in the other one. I don't know whether that's more productive or not, I don't think so. But as our people start graduating, we can stick them back in as fishermen and keep it going. Population spread is looking nice. From here, wait for the crops or the crops of the livestock to come through via trader. Keep expanding the food, keep expanding the production. I would keep these guys going. Get in a hospital, get in a graveyard, and neighborhoods, city. Right. While I was talking about that, we lost our old age. What we might have now is that population die-off, which is why I wanted a lot of adults there as best as I can with new people on the way, because now you have to start juggling. We've lost our laborer, we still need our builder. Right, gatherers, food. We're okay on food, but I think it would be better we take a forester away and put him in there. And then where you want to go from here is entirely up to you. Do you want to make a city that spreads over the entire map, or keep going in these little villages, end up joining them together, make this a city center? It's entirely up to you and your playstyle. For me, I tend to branch out a little bit. I'll put a quarry in there, maybe a mine up over this side here, just to make sure I don't have to keep running into the bushes and into the forest and getting the stones. But yeah, that's really it. We're now very comfortably self-sufficient. If we can go and stick 800 firewood into the trading post, waiting for someone to come through, and still have our food increasing, I think we are in a very good place. So I'm going to stop it there. Thank you all for watching. I hope it's helped you a little bit. Like I said in the first part, if you have any ideas or suggestions on starting strategies for you that work for you, please let me know. I'd like to give them a try. And yeah, we'll call it a day.